Welcome one, welcome all to a very special episode of Dirty Drew's Rock Revolution. I was invited, well, you know, I say I was invited, but I actually just turned up with a video camera and a scribbled release form. But yeah, I was invited to an event held by the hosts of Sellindge Music Festival. The event was called Mainstage, and it's essentially a battle of the bands type dealie. Battle of the bands being my third favourite type of battle, after the one with the guns and the, you know, the other one with the tits and the paddling pools full of KY jelly. And 5 bands had to scratch and claw at each other for the opportunity to make their way to the finals, for which there are only 2 places. I probably should have explained that this was one of the semi-finals, you know, instead of talking about tits. Yeah, it's a semi-final where the winners go on and probably have some sort of elaborate Pokemon-style battle with, like, I don't know, bright lights and lightning bolts and angry children throwing even angrier animals at each other. I don't know, I didn't really go into detail about the finals. Yeah, it'll probably just be like this. But bigger! Bigger! But yeah, 5 bands. And I'll start right at the beginning. There's a band called Watch This Space. What do you want from me? Some sort of, I don't know, opinion? A review or something? I'm pretty sure you've made up your mind already. Alright, since you asked so nicely, I'll tell you what I thought. I mean, they were more than amiable, really nice guys. But it was Green Day who said, nice guys finished last. Which wouldn't really be a fair representation. I mean, their name kind of speaks for itself. Watch This Space? I sure will. Because even though it was well off being the most entertaining set of the night, I reckon they just need a couple more gigs and maybe a bit more confidence and they'll be on their way. Next up is the very popular, highly hyped, slightly extravagant and overly elaborate Elephants. Widely touted as the favourites for this competition, with support from the likes of BBC Radio Kent Introducing, and every girl who's ever looked at a pair of skinny jeans and thought, they'd look good on my boyfriend, or dog, or as curtains. It's easy to see why they have such a huge fan base. I mean, the lead singer has the energy of Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. But you may be surprised to find that they fell by the wayside in this competition. To be fair, they had some serious technical difficulties that you'd have to be fucking clairvoyant to predict, and you'd have to be Marlon Brando to improvise through. However, I do have a little theory. There was one mistake that I spotted. Watch this clip.
Big mate. I can't hear it.
Innocuous, right? Watch it again.
Big mate.
Spotted it yet? No? Well, that's probably forgivable. But there are some things you don't do when you're playing a live gig. And one of the things near the top of that is pissing off the sound guys. You just don't do it. The techies know what they're doing. And they can make you sound like God singing in the shower, or they can make you sound like someone getting a chili sauce enema. Or, God forbid, they can ignore any technical problems that you may have during your set. I'm not saying this is what happened. Oh, God, no, no. No. But it was a coincidence maybe that, you know, the only band to complain about levels was the only band to have serious technical difficulties. I'm just saying, you know. Something else could have completely happened. I don't know, there could have been a fuse or something. I don't know. Who are you? Where am I? But enough of the conspiracy theories. Now, if you know me, then you'll know that I'm not a massive fan of indie, and that any indie band I review is likely to get the, you know, shitty end of the prodding stick, as it were. But Elephants were one of the bands on the night that persuaded me otherwise. They were fun, and they really got the crowd going. If they were problem-free on the night, then they might well have breezed through. Oh, look! This plug has come loose. Whatever shall I do?